Good morning, grade 5s. Welcome to your first math lesson with me. I have got my camera pointed at page 1 of your textbooks, and I want you to have a careful look at where my pencil is pointing. You've done this before, so this is just a reminder of our thousands block, our hundreds blocks, our tens, and our units. Now imagine that there are 1,000 of these little blocks in the thousands block, and there are 100 of these little blocks in a hundreds block. There are 10 of these little blocks in a tens column. So this number would be 1,234. Let's turn over and have a look at the next page. There is an example at the top of the page of an abacus. Now, I know you've probably used an abacus when you were in grade R or grade double R, even grade 1 probably, where you use beads to show the columns and how many are in each column. So let's have a look at this abacus. We've got the thousands column, the hundreds, the tens, and the units. And this abacus is showing 2 thousands, 4 hundreds, 3 tens, and 1 unit. So what is the number? It is 2,431. Now I'm going to move my camera down to the exercise and tell you what I expect of you. Right, this is exercise 1. And as you can see, there are a whole bunch of blocks. Now, they are asking you, A, to write the number represented by the blocks, and then they're also asking you to write the number in words. So, for capital A, you will write this number, and then you will write it in words. Then you will go to B. You will write the number, and then you'll write it in words, and so on until you've finished question 1. If we move up to question 2. Question 2 says, for each number, so for each of these numbers, you must first draw an abacus and then write the number in words. Now, I'll show you just now how I expect you to draw an abacus. It's not a fancy art class, it's just a simple stick drawing. Question 3, let's have a look at that. It says for each diagram, and these are the diagrams, they've drawn an abacus in each diagram. For each of these diagrams, they want you to write the number and then write it in words. So you would count how many beads are in each column, write down the number, and then write it in words. If we go down to question 4, they have given you 5 questions about different numbers, and there is a little information block at the bottom to remind you what the even numbers are and what the odd numbers are. Remember that even numbers end in 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So 28 would be an even number because it ends in an 8. 554 would be an even number because it ends in a 4. Odd numbers end in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. So 1,000,005 would be an odd number because it ends in a 5. And you will need that clue to answer the questions in question 4. What I'm going to do now is show you how I would like you to set your work out. So I'm going to take you across to this page here. All right, in your workbooks, I have written the date for you to show you exactly how I want it done. So please don't write the date again. But let's look at question 1. You'll see that I've written the number and the letter inside the red margin. Then I wrote the number and then I wrote it in words. You will complete A and then all the others in question 1. When you finish question 1, you will write question 2 in the margin, and question 2A asks you to draw an abacus. You'll see that I've just drawn a pencil line and then I've put little dots above the line according to the numbers that they give you. Once I've drawn the abacus and written the number, I will write it out in words. You will complete question 2 and then you will do question 3. Once again, number and letter in the margin. And they ask you to write the number and then write it in words again. Once you have finished all the questions in number 3, you will write number 4 in the margin, and there are 5 questions, A, B, C, D, and E, and you will write the answers next to them. Once you have marked your work and done any corrections that you may have, you will then rule off with a ruler by missing a line under your work and ruling right across the page. So have a careful look at how I've set out the work. Remember, your page will be much fuller than mine because I've only done the first answer for each question.